Hello, my loves. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I feel like it's been forever since I've been able to talk to you in this way. I have been traveling for the past 3 weeks. First, I went to Chicago, then I went to St. Augustine in Florida, and I just recently went on a week-long cruise. So I've been going, and I haven't had the opportunity to sit here and talk with you. If you are new here, I am an educator, but I also have a little bit of a bougie bone in my body. I love traveling. I love, enjoying the fine dinners and things like that. So to fill the gap between education and the pay that I'm getting there, I resell new and used clothes online on different platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. Now this video is focusing specifically on Poshmark and my sales in December over on Poshmark only. If you're interested in my sales on eBay, I already created a video for that, and that video has been out for a while. Go back and check it out. I will also be creating a video for my sales on Mercari. Now, I do use some of this money to kind of reinvest into my business, but really, like I said, I do have a little bit of a bougie bone in my body. I do try to use this money to just enjoy different things in life. I kind of budget my vacations to allow me to use this money on a consistent basis. So if that is something interesting to you to kind of follow along the journey with that, I suggest you check out my shorts because that's usually where I put more of that content in. And in this form of content, more of long form content, I focus a little bit more on reselling. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my sales in the month of December on Poshmark. In the month of December on Poshmark, I had 22 items sell. Most of these items, or a good chunk of them, actually sold on free shipping. I knew that I was going to be traveling basically the entire month of January, so I just wanted to get some sales going. Also, December was a really slow month on Poshmark, so I was being really aggressive with offers. But keep in mind, the majority of my inventory I actually get for free, or I get for a very low cost of goods, like $2 or less from ThredUP rescue boxes. I've since, started transitioning into investing in some higher end pieces, but of course I still have 2,000 items that are part of that free inventory or the ThredUP rescue boxes that I'm just trying to push through, such as this very first sale. It was an Ann Taylor Loft dress. This came from free inventory. You can almost always assume when it's Ann Taylor Loft, it is free because it came from the same person I've been sourcing through for, over a year now. This was a size medium. It sold for $20 with free shipping. So that gave me $8.33 of profit. That paid for my entire tour at the Grand Turk. I did take a private tour by a taxi driver that I just kind of hired out, learned about all the history at Grand Turk, learned about all the investment opportunities because there are a lot of Airbnb opportunities there, and you can buy a brand new house for $65,000 there. They don't have taxes, and flip it into an Airbnb in absolutely beautiful water. So if you are, trying to think outside the box in some investment opportunities, my recommendation is to look at Grand Turk. Now, I will say I have no authority in that field whatsoever. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but $65,000 with no taxes sounds like a good opportunity to me to crank out some money with an Airbnb. The second item that sold also came from free inventory, so all perfectly profit to me. This was a Tommy Hilfiger black and white dress. It was like a sweatshirt hoodie dress. It sold for $16. There was a little bit of a shipping discount, so I got $10.12 of profit. By the way, if you see me shifting back and forth, it is because I have a little bit of vertigo from the cruise still. I got off the cruise 4 days ago and I still feel like I'm on it. So it's, you know, I'm trying to balance myself. I feel like I'm shifting like crazy, like all over the place. I know that's not true, but I still feel like I'm moving just a little bit. That is exactly why. I've been on plenty of cruises before and it's lasted like a day. I've never had this last 4 whole days to where I feel like I'm still on the water. I don't know. There was a lot of movement on this ship. I also had one of the rooms that was right by the front of the ship, and I guess it's worse because it's when the water hits on the ship. You know, I don't know the ins and outs of it. I just know that I still feel like I'm rocking back and forth along with the water. But anyway, this next sale came from free inventory. Still, this was a Lululemon Athletica Black City bound dress. This sold for $35 with a little bit of a shipping discount. That gave me $25.32 of profit. Next piece, also free inventory, of course, making lots of money on this free inventory. If you have any opportunity to connect with somebody that has like actual inventory that you can sell, that they're willing to donate or willing to give you at a very discounted price, like somebody cleaning out their closet, family, friend, definitely look into it. I have in the past just taken like everything. I do not recommend that. Be very honest with people and tell them that you might not be able to sell everything. If they just want to give it to you, or if you just want to buy it out at a specific price, that's probably the best, because people get really attached to their clothes with consignment. They think that they should get a lot higher than they actually do for it because they spent so much money retail on them, but resale is not exactly the same. This person just outright gave me this stuff, so it doesn't matter what I sell it for. I'm still happy to make a profit. This dress ended up selling for $23 with free shipping attached to it. That gave $10.73 of profit to me. This next item sold as a result of connecting with my mom, actually. This was a Hot Wheels 2021 then and now racer. I guess it's a collectible Hot Wheels toy. This sold for $11 with no shipping discount. That gave me $8.05. My mom bought it for just about $1. I gave her $2 for this one. Another item from free inventory sold. Again, the majority of these pieces are free inventory. This was a Michael Kors blue dress. I did have Michael Kors, but it was Michael Kors. That is something that kind of drives me crazy, even though I made this mistake. There is a very distinct difference between Michael Kors and Michael Kors. Michael Kors is like the higher end original brand. Michael Kors is the diffusion line that, you know, most people can afford. It's the stuff that's more in the $100 to $200 range and not the $1,000 to $2,000 range. So definitely pay attention to that when you are sourcing. Anyway, this ended up selling for $14 with no shipping discount, so that gave me $11.05 actually of profit. Another piece selling from free inventory. This was a Loft extra small color block tunic. It was like a long overcoat kind of tunic thing. This sold for $20 with no shipping discount. That gave me $16 of profit. So this is really kind of the stuff that's paying for my vacation, basically. I had, you know, 2 days at the specialty steak restaurant that cost me $84. I probably would not be able to go up to the specialty restaurants had I not been reselling. Education, just really, I'm not in it for the money, but I spend money like no other, so reselling fills in the gaps for that. So I'm happy to see these, you know, medium price sales coming through. This next piece actually came from a Quicklotz general merchandise Nordstrom half pallet. I don't know. I mess that phrase up every single time. But if it is available, I will leave a little picture here for you. They've kind of been changing things around at Quicklotz, so a lot of times it's not available, but if it is, I'll let you know. So if you're interested, you can buy it. Right off, I was making a lot of sales from this palette, but I have a lot of things that are just still sitting there, like these gloves that sold for $13 with free shipping. So that gave me $2.38 of profit. Now this next piece came from free inventory. I sourced through this woman, but on the last time she gave me a lot of her husband's clothes as well. And this was a Barbour International blue motorcycle shirt. This sold for $22 with no shipping discount, so that can be $17.60. So for being something that's free to me and just a t-shirt, I know it's Barbour, but it's, you know, to me it's just a t-shirt, I'm pretty okay with that profit there. Now this next one, I basically sold for free. This was a pink Victoria's Secret 3/4 sleeve shirt. This came from a flip lot in which I bought out for a $4 cost of goods. It sold for $7. So this next one, I am definitely gonna mess up how to say it, but I'm gonna try anyways. You know, I'm gonna put the picture up. You can double check how I'm pronouncing it. I believe it is Luis d'Oligo. It came from a ThredUP rescue box, and it was like a sweater tunic dress. This sold for $24. That gave me $19.20 of profit. My cost of goods on those ThredUP rescue boxes are between $1 and $2, depending on if I got the box on a discount or not. I believe this one came from not a discount, so it was closer to the $2 mark. So I got roughly $17.20 of profit after that cost of goods on this one. This next piece also came from a ThredUP rescue box. It was a Gymshark Adapt seamless leggings. This sold for $30 with no shipping discount. That gave me $24 of profit, and then of course taking out that roughly $2 cost of goods. This next piece actually ended up getting returned, but I'm gonna throw it in and talk about it anyways. It was a madhappy sweatshirt, a pink like cropped sweatshirt. This I bought off of Poshmark to wear and of course flip over. This sold for $96. After platform fees, that gave $76.80. I bought it for $46, including shipping out the door. It was returned because there was a little bit of pilling on it that I didn't represent in the pictures, just because I thought it was part of the sweatshirt, but it wasn't. So if you are flipping madhappy, make sure you know your product, if it's part of the sweatshirt or not. This was an inside outside sweatshirt, so it had like the terry cloth on the outside, but I guess it was even more pilling outside of that just regular terry cloth that I didn't necessarily notice. So it was returned. I always let returns on Poshmark go, you know, fully through the case process. I don't tend to reply on the cases just because I've noticed when I do reply, it actually goes in the wrong direction. So I just let it go and let Poshmark do its thing. They decide, everybody's happy with the decision. I'm okay. I'm not somebody that's, gonna fight all of these returns and go all sorts of crazy. If Poshmark believes that the case rendered a return, I happily accepted the return, and now the sweatshirt is back up on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, of course, with that flaw represented in the piece. So I don't know if I'm gonna get as much as I thought that I was going to, but I'm at least hopefully going to get the $46 back and then some with it. So with going into the little bit higher cost of good items, I'm learning all sorts of different things that I didn't know before. I'm learning to be a little bit more cautious and careful with looking for flaws. Had this been a $5 sweatshirt, I am sure that the person receiving the item wouldn't have been as picky, but they did spend a good amount of money on the sweatshirt with shipping. So I don't blame them for making sure that it's in the condition that they want and then taking action when something doesn't come in the condition they were expecting. So I'm not mad about it. It's back for sale, so hopefully I will still make that money for it. This next piece came from a ThredUP rescue box. It was a Paperoc V-neck cropped metallic long sleeve shirt. This, I didn't research what Paperoc was, but it seems like it's more of like a party, like cheaper Forever 21 type material. This sold for $5, which is honestly what I would expect it to sell for. It felt pretty cheap. That gave me $2.05 of profit because my cost of goods was roughly $2. You know, I made somewhere in like the 50-cent range, somewhere around with that one. But it was something out of my house. Again, at this point in time, I was listing anything that came my way. I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious now, but if the stuff is listed already and it's already packaged, already inventoried, I'm just letting it do its thing and then kind of clearing things out as I have the time to. This next piece came from free inventory. It is Loft, so Loft means free inventory. It is a burnt orange button-up sweater cardigan. This sold for $20 with free shipping, so that gave me $8.33 of profit. Again, my tour on Grand Turk was $8, so that alone could have paid for that. This next piece, actually, I was surprised that it went for as much as it did. It was a JCrew beanie. It was a knit beanie that sold for $22. I did have free shipping attached to it. That gave me $9.93 of profit. This did come from a ThredUP rescue box. This next piece came from free inventory that I also was able to get a little bit of wear out of it. If you are new here, I have no shame in my game. If something fits me and it's not new with tags, I will wear it if it fits me. Of course, I won't overwear the item, but if I wear it 1 or 2 times, I don't see anything wrong with it. So if you're mad about that, goodbye. If you don't care, here I am. This sold for $16 with free shipping discount. So that gave me $5.13 of profit. It was free and I got a little bit of wear out of it. This next piece I was also able to get wear out of. This came from a ThredUP rescue box. It was a Loft, no, this is not, no, it is. It came from a ThredUP rescue box. Check my notes here. It was a blue and mustard geometric print blouse. This sold for $12 with no shipping discount, so that gave me $9.05. And, you know, I got to wear it to work a couple of times. This next piece actually sold once before, but it sold on eBay that the buyer never paid for. The one thing that I like about Poshmark is when somebody buys something, they pay for it. Every single time the money comes out, I never have any issues with it. It is very rare that I have buyer's remorse and somebody cancels the sale, but that is only if they buy something outright. If they make an offer on something, that is their promise that they are going to pay and it goes through right away. But the second time this item sold on Poshmark, I got my money. It was a pair of H&M divided wide leg denim jeans. I also got a little bit of wear out of these, and these came from a ThredUP rescue box. These sold for $20 with a shipping discount. That gave me $13.32 of profit. And then, of course, taking out my roughly $2 cost of goods, but keeping in mind, I also was able to get a little bit of wear out of them. This next piece came from my significant other's closet. This was a red polo Ralph Lauren sleep shirt, like a flannel sleep shirt. This sold for $10 with no shipping discount. That gave me $7.05. And then, of course, I split that 50-50 with my significant other, but quite honestly, the money gets spent on me anyways, so got it for free. And this last item, which I should actually say the first item, because I don't know if you realize we've actually been going in an opposite order here accidentally, but you go with the flow. This was a Gildan Ultra cotton navy long sleeve shirt. This came from a Quicklotz Amazon palette that I got well over a year now. My cost of goods on this was 25 cents and it was taking up some space in my inventory. It wasn't anything special. It sold for $7. I did give a shipping discount on this and it sold for then $1.37 profit. So I made just over $1 on this, you know, just basic shirt. Somebody did say that they needed it for some kind of party that they were having. They were probably like screen printing something on it or something like that. So I was happy to get rid of something and make somebody's day with it. So that was all my sales on Poshmark in the month of December. Like I said before, I will also be going over my sales on Mercari in the month of December as well. If you're interested in hearing how I'm spending this extra little income, go ahead and go to the shorts section of YouTube. They are kind of separated out. If you are just interested in resale content specifically, stay along for the long form content. In any case, if you're not yet subscribed, now would be the time to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That allows my videos to continue to show up on your homepage and the homepage of others, and it allows us to continue to learn and grow together.